So Jessica and I met on a online dating website, and we just kind of became friends and started speaking more and more over a few months. She had a really good personality. We had a lot of little things in common that came up, and just I felt like I'd known her for a while. We just kind of really had a great time, and it was like hanging out with a friend, which was really nice.
Yeah, we just automatically clicked is what it felt like, so.
Jessica and I found LifePoint because after dating for a while, we had decided to move in together, which at the time we thought, was kind of a normal thing and the best thing for us at that time.
When we decided to move in together, we wanted a church that was close to us, that we both agreed on, that we both liked, we both enjoyed going to. So we did some searching. We went to a few churches, but just the feeling wasn't right. And the first time going to LifePoint,
it just felt very comfortable. Our first time going there, we felt like from the greeters to the kids to getting sat down that we had been going to the church for a long time. People wanted us to be there.
Yeah, we felt like we had come home. Like we felt like that was the place that we needed to be.
As I started wanting to do more and get into a leadership role and maybe possibly become a life group leader, I was approached very lovingly by my life group leader, Jonathan Carson, and we just started talking, and it came up just really casually that Jessica and I weren't married, and luckily there's some really great people at LifePoint who are willing to communicate openly and honestly. I was able to sit down with Pastor Chris, and it just came up, well, if you're going to choose to fix it, this is kind of how you do it. You need to figure out if that is going to be your wife or not, and the intimacy needs to stop, and you need to go about the best way you can to kind of solidify the situation and make it better. I needed to now go home and tell my girlfriend that, hey, babe, guess what? We're not going to be intimate anymore, and everything's better than it was before.
I kind of was like, whoa, did he just say that? I almost felt like we were taking a step back in our relationship. Like I felt like we had been taking steps forward, and now we were taking like 10 steps back. We had 3 boys. We had already been living together. We already had the combined household. We couldn't just like have him leave and go, stay somewhere else. So we had to get, a little creative, and we were able to, I think, do it the right way and correct it in the environment that we had to work with the kids and our situation.
And once we both kind of came to the conclusion we were going to put God first either way, and I decided I was going to propose, got a ring, I got down on my knee, and we were at a public place and asked her to marry me. And I was so nervous and my hands were shaking that I kind of started talking like this really fast, and then looked at her and stood up and handed her the ring, and she made me get back down on my knee again. And
yeah, I said yes.
You did say
and
yes.
Then I was like, okay, but I want you to do it again, and I want you to take a breath and slow down. The big day, the wedding day, was hectic as any wedding day is, but it was great to have our life group and our family here to be able to help us.
I remember seeing her when she came out, how beautiful she looked, and just really feeling like it was the way it was supposed to be. I felt like everything was just coming together as a culmination, and it was just one of those moments that you have in life sometimes that's a little surreal, and even when you're in the moment, you sit and think, this is great. This is just, it could not be better than this.
That day was perfect. It was exactly how we had imagined it. Lots of love and energy and excitement and just happiness. Just everybody was happy.
And really confirmed is that God loves me, God loves us, God loves sinners, God loves people who haven't found their way yet. I found that it was God's best intention for you to only be with one person, and that'd be your wife.
Because he's such a graceful God, because he's such a forgiving God, and he's so loving, and he's just like a father, that it's never too late. And he's hoping and waiting for you to take those steps to correct those areas in your life so you can lead a better life. When we decide to make those choices, I think that honors God, and that's what makes him the most happy.